Hello and welcome back to another video of ZBrush Basics. In this video I will cover how you can actually dynamesh your model in geometry panel, how you can use the edge loop tools, and you can also use some more features in this geometry panel. So let's get started. So as you can see, when I click on the polyframe mode, this sphere has evenly divided polygons, and when I start sculpting like this, my polygons start getting stretched. And if I want to add the horn, for example, if I want to add a horn, as you can see, the problem starts. My polygons get stretched more to its limit that I cannot sculpt any detail in this area. So if I want to add the fine details, it will be quite difficult. And this is a very wide problem, and it had bugged artists since long time. So I'll just move a bit. Just give it a sense of, be. So as you can see, this is quite good in concepting, and I can do a lot of concepting, but when I want to add further details, this becomes a nightmare for me. Now, even if I subdivide it, still I won't get enough resolution to work on here. So you can see, when I subdivide it, I can get better results, more resolution. But if I want to add or sculpt the details here, this still won't be as good as in this area. So here I can actually sculpt any details without any problem. It's quite easy. But when it comes to adding details here, the case is totally different. I can even subdivide further. I can subdivide multiple times and add the necessary details I want to sculpt here, like sculpting more details. But as you can see, despite subdividing the model for 2-3 times, still I don't get a good result in this area. The main reason for this is because the polygons was getting stretched at this area, and because of that, whenever I subdivide the model, it just divided to 4 times, and due to which the area where polygons are less, it goes on proportionately. So it is subdivided to 4 times, but here this number of polygons are not sufficient, and while on some other case In the common area like here, more polygons are not needed, but when I subdivide it, it just subdivide every single polygon into 4 times. So I'm unnecessarily adding the resolution to the area where I don't need it, and that's where actually that's where your dynamesh comes. So when I click on the dynamesh, it just dynamesh the whole area. So now if you can see, the whole model has even number of polygons distributed across the geometry. Now if I add a lot of details, like if I add extreme details and I push it to the extreme level, as you can see, the polygons are getting deformed exponentially, and this is the time where I think I won't be able to sculpt it further. But as I have activated dynamesh mode, I can simply click and drag, and it will automatically add more polygons in the region. And now it is quite easy for me to work on. So that's how actually it works, and this is very efficient. So it's quite magical for me. So as an artist, you don't have to worry about the polygons and stretching all these topological deformities, and you can simply keep sculpting until you are done and you are satisfied with your result, and then you can later on think of these technical problems and details. Another benefit for this subdivision, another benefit for dynamesh is that you can add any additional geometry. You can add the additional geometry, and then you can just split it just like in normal model. And you can work on your existing model. Now if you want to modify your topology anytime, or if you've done some mistake and you want to correct it, it's quite easy because you haven't increased your polygons too much. Right. So the more detail I add, and I can just simply drag and dynamesh it, and this dynamesh will automatically add the polygons. And as you can see that I can easily model at any place. I can stretch, push and pull the geometry and add details wherever I want to, without getting affected by this thought that how I will solve these deformities, because now I don't have to worry about these polygon counts. Now another thing is that if you want to, when you dynamesh it, your model is in low resolution. It's optimum resolution where you can sculpt and concept it, but it is not high resolution. And if you want to increase the resolution of your model but in your dynamesh mode, so you can simply go and increase the resolution here. I have just manually put it here. This comes in this area. Go to geometry panel and increase in the dynamesh panel and increase the resolution to any number you want, and then simply click and drag. When you do this, your model will subdivide like that, but still it will be dynamesh, and you can add more details. Now you can see the basic difference. So now in the horn I can add some rough details. So as you can see, I can add details and I can sculpt with dynamesh, and it solves a very big problem for me. And here are more options that you can actually use. So it's a multi-groups. So if you have some polygroups, then you can dynamesh with your polygroups. You can also polish it. So basically just polish up and remove some details, and dynamesh is there. So that's it for this video, and I will end this video here, because in this dynamesh tutorial you need to know these basic things, and then you can further find out the more settings yourself. So I'll just render it out and click on the BPR. I'll increase the BPR shadows, raise to some 80 and angle to some 60-43, and then we'll click on again. And here you go. So dynamesh is very important tool, and I hope that this video is being useful for you. And if you find this video helpful for you, give it a like and subscribe the channel if you are new here, and that will help you to get the notifications whenever I post a new video. To make sure you click on this bell icon so that you always get the notification about all the videos when I upload. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and comment if you want me to cover some topics in upcoming videos, so that I can include that topics into my videos. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching this video.